Are you guys gonna get Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee? I'm thinking to myself, what's gonna be the best way to start out the game? What's gonna make your gameplay the easiest? What's up, gamers? It's Taco Remix, and today we're gonna be doing something really special. This is gonna be for the game Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. So let's get right on into it. So based on just base stats alone, it looks like Eevee is going to be the winner here. Now keep in mind, the game can change this at any time. It's rumored that Eevee and Pikachu are going to be a lot stronger in the game. So a couple things that Pikachu learns that I really like. You're looking at Thunder Wave, you're looking at Double Team. So those two moves are really good side by side, especially when you're going against some of the tougher enemies. You could do a couple double teams, and then you can do a Thunder Wave, and sometimes the guys don't even attack, and you always go first, and that's really nice. What I found with Eevee knows Sand Attack. So Sand Attack still works, but it's not based on you, it's based on the other Pokemon that has a hard time hitting you. I mean, and you're looking at Eevee's moves, and they're a little versatile just because it knows Bite, and it knows Swift, and yeah, that's cool. But for the most part, Eevee's moveset just really sucks. Now let's talk about stab damage for a second. Stab damage stands for same type attack bonus. So if you have a normal type Pokemon using a normal type attack, it's gonna do 50% extra damage because it's a normal type using, a move that it's natural to. And I found this really interesting with Eevee because Eevee has an ability known as adaptability. And then you have Return. Now, Return's damage is based on how much the Pokemon loves you. The base power varies between 1, which is minimum, and 102, which is maximum happiness. So you're effectively looking at 204 damage. So all in all, it depends on what kind of game you want to play. Are you someone who likes to do more tactful things, or are you someone that just likes raw power? Another thing is Pikachu only has one weakness, which is ground. Eevee, on the other hand, cannot hit ghosts with its normal type attacks, and it's also weak to fighting types. So like I said, I'm just trying to give you the quick down and dirty, which is best, Eevee or Pikachu. It really depends on your playstyle. Next up, let's talk about the rest of your team. It's always possible you could just take Pikachu or Eevee, put it in a box, and worry about the rest of your team. I personally like playing with the gimmick of each individual Pokemon game. So let's look at the top ranked Pokemon, and based on that, we're gonna see what our team is pretty much gonna be if you want the strongest. For the sake of this, if you don't want legendaries, because legendaries are gonna have the biggest stats. So let's try to make a team without the legendaries. All right, top is clearly gonna be Mewtwo. 2 is gonna be Dragonite. So Mew is number 3. Now Mew's pretty important because if you get Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee with the Pokeball accessory, the Pokeball accessory is going to have Mew in it. And right there, you're going to have an extremely powerful Pokemon that's just going to wipe out everything. So if you just want to walk through the game, yeah, you got Mew. Dragonite evolves from Dratini, which evolves into Dragonair and then Dragonite. So Dratini, you're going to be able to catch in the Safari Zone. And if you feel like gambling, which I don't think that they have gambling anymore in their Pokemon games, so you might not be able to buy it from the game corner, Dratini. I guess we'll see. Safari Zone, safe bet. All you have to do is go fishing with a Super Rod. Cloister and Gyarados. Now, Cloister is actually really surprising to me how powerful it is. Cloister evolves from Shelder. So here's Pallet Town for reference, and this is where you're going to be able to catch a Shelder. But you're going to be able to get the Super Rod right over here. Keep in mind, you have to deal with Snorlax before you can go to any of this. The Shelder's about mid to late game. If you do have Pokemon Go, I would recommend catching a few of them, doing appraisals on them, and then move Shelder from your game to Pokemon Let's Go. It's gonna pay off in the long run. All right, what's our next one? Gyarados. So if you want a water type, Gyarados is a good one to have. It evolves from Magikarp at level 20. You can buy a Magikarp for 500 Poké-Dollars right before Mount Moon. Our next one's gonna be Arcanine. Arcanine evolves from Growlithe. I think it's only available in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. So again, if you have Pokemon Go, there's Growliths everywhere. You're going to be able to get those really easily. Next up is Exeggutor. So for those of you that have played the original Pokemon games and fought against Blue, you're noticing a lot of these ends up being his team by the end of the game. That's because they're good Pokemon. Next, you have Lapras, Taurus, Aerodactyl. So it's a toss-up between Aerodactyl and Rhydon. They're both rock types, rock and ground types, so they're pretty good Pokemon to say the least. It's really up to you how you want to deal with these. I mean, it's all preference. You could do all Butterfrees if you want to. I mean, this is all just opinions. But if you play your cards right, you could buy that Magikarp and turn it into Gyarados and get a really strong Pokemon by the beginning of the game. You go down a little bit. If you really want a normal type Pokemon that's really strong, you want to go for Snorlax. Snorlax is ranked at number 21, so that's not bad. Gengar is a really good choice to have as well. I believe you need to trade a Haunter with a friend in order to get Gengar though. But Gengar's move pool, really good if you're the type of person that likes to do tactful things and not just go raw power. Nidoqueen and Nidoking, very important. They're pretty low on the list, but you can get a Nidoking and a Nidoqueen really early just by evolving a Nidorino from Mount Moon. So by the end of Mount Moon, around Misty, you could have a Gyarados and a Nidoking or Nidoqueen. You could have a Nidoking and a Nidoqueen, but you know, it's up to you.
All of this is just advice. Do whatever the fuck.
So I thought I would share it. I was really curious, what's better, Eevee or Pikachu? And I guess it really all depends on how you want to play the game. But finally, how do we want to start the game? Well, let me tell you how I typically like to start my game. You get your beginning Pokemon, doesn't matter what it is. Pikachu and an Eevee, both of them are gonna suck against the first gym leader. So hopefully you have a Caterpie or a Mankey by the time you reach Viridian Forest. I personally like Caterpie because you can evolve it into Butterfree really fast, and then Butterfree learns Confusion, and Confusion wipes the floor with all those rock types. You could also catch a Nidoran really early and teach it Double Kick, and that's a fighting type as well. And if you use Double Kick on the rock types, knocks them out super quick. Next, you want to go toward Mount Moon, buy the Magikarp from the Poke Center right in front of Mount Moon. You want to evolve Nidoran into Nidorino or Nidorina, depending on which one you got. There is a Moonstone that is located in Mount Moon. You take that and evolve Nidorino or Nidorina into Nidoking or Nidoqueen. All the while making sure Magikarp is the first one in your party and then switching them out to any of your other Pokemon. Save up every rare candy that you get right before you're able to evolve Magikarp into Gyarados. So Magikarp evolves into Gyarados at level 20. So let's say you have 3 or 4 rare candies. You want to start you want to start using those on Magikarp when it's level 16, 17. Hopefully I haven't confused you guys too much. It's a really great way to start the game. As far as Misty goes, if you have a Pikachu, you should be good to go. In any other rate, catch a grass type, level it up a bit, you can clear Misty right out. That's gonna be it for today, guys. I just wanted to pop this up real quick. If you guys like the content, be sure to hit that like button. Really helps me out a bunch. And let's do a quick question of the day. Are you gonna get Pokemon Let's Go Eevee or Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu? And if you're gonna get the ball, are you gonna have Mew in your party? You're gonna try to walk through the game with Mew? Because I know I am. Mew's my favorite Pokemon. Be sure to let me know. Until then, guys, I'm Taco Remix. Make it a great day today. Peace out.